And now still, middle of the field, Cicero, halfway up onto West Genesee side. Shot on net, it is high and good! What a shot from way out off the foot of Victoria Iannotti. That shot was Premier League level, Champions League level, top shelf. In hockey, we call that bar down.
Jesse, it was a great looping goal that just went over Jenna Orr's head right there. It's about time Victoria Iannotti has a goal for herself. She's been the distributor on offense for North Syracuse. 5 assists last year, 3 assists in 2019, 1 assist her freshman year, and this year she has 1 assist and now 1 goal.
So we're in the 4th minute, and that goal comes through at any goal at any time is good. But especially from her, as you were saying, Anthony. So if you're just tuning in, it's now 1-0, the road team, Cicero, over West Genesee here on CNY Stream, Girls Varsity Soccer. West Genesee has the ball off of a throw-in. They're wearing blue, Cicero wearing white. Cicero is going right to left across your stream, and West Genesee left to right. Cicero takes the ball middle of the field around the center line, picked up, and right off a body, she sent a line drive. That pass went off of Iannotti. And Cicero will send it out of play through the goal line. So we're about 4.5 minutes in. 35-30 left in the first half.
Right now, the key to this game, key to any soccer team, is keeping possession, and Cicero's doing that.
That's true. They're definitely doing a great job of holding on to the ball, but a few awry passes could be a problem to them. The goal kick from West Genesee hits a lot of bodies near the middle of the field, and they'll maintain control as it goes out off the Cicero body. So throw-in for West Genesee, met near the midfield line, and West Genesee immediately met by a tandem of Cicero players. Sends the ball back near the box. West Genesee will take back control. Kicked away by Orr. Header attempt, no luck, so Cicero will take it. They're on the edge of the box. It's Slate. Slate's pass goes right of the net, and the shot, good! Another goal! This one again for Iannotti. Another high-arcing, looping kick. So, 1 in the 4th minute, now in the 6th minute, we are officially on hat-trick watch.
We already are on hat-trick watch. 5 minutes into this game, Iannotti, her 7th career goal for Cicero North Syracuse, a 4-year varsity player, already has 1 assist last year. She's been the distributor. Now she's the goal scorer 5 minutes into this one.
She's the goal scorer on 2 occasions, just over 5 minutes into this one. So, once again, and it feels like we were just here, West Genesee will get that kick from the middle of the field to start things up again. Sent back by Eva Passant. Now, the kick across the middle of the field, immediately intercepted by Cicero. Now to the foot of Maria Snyder. Snyder pushing downfield on the far side of the field. She's into the box, and now she's headed for the corner. And now in a tight battle on the far side of the field with Avery Burns, and Burns will get the better of her and try to push it out of the play. And a kick will go out the baseline off the foot of West Genesee's Maria Snyder. So, looks like a goal kick coming up. There's a little bit of discussion on whether or not we're getting a corner. Now, this will be a goal kick for Cicero, so they'll head the other way as we approach 34 minutes left in this first half. Now, if you'll note, a big difference between high school soccer and college and professional is high school they play 90 minutes, high school they play 80, professional they play 90. So off the goal kick, West Genesee will take it back, but Cicero's defense locks up again. Kicked away by Sofia Kinsella, and Cicero trying to make something now. Kicked back onto the far side of the field, across the middle of the field, picked up by Iannotti. Iannotti in a tight battle. She sends it backwards, this one for Ashley Evans, and Evans tries to set up a play. Across the middle of the field, all white jerseys until West Genesee finally gets a foot on it, and they still can't control it. Now picked up by Madeline Jackson. Jackson sends it to the side for Slate. Slate on the near side of the field, most of the way up the West Genesee side, towards the corner. She guarded closely. She puts it center, and it will go out of play, and we'll get a goal kick for West Genesee.
Jesse, we're talking about that tight North Star defense. It's led by senior back Kirsten Dahlman, and in goal, looks like it's Avery Burns, the senior. She has 11 saves this year already, 43 last year, 53 her sophomore year.
West Genesee off the goal kick, sends it for Passant. Passant, middle of the field, she's backtracking, trying to set up a play. She maneuvers in between 3 Cicero defenders. Count them 3. Now Anna Nelson on the near side of the field boots it all the way down, but just over her target. So Cicero will take it back. Cicero, middle of the field, push off the ball. Good offensive defense from Erin DePaula. Pass on the near side, intercepted by Cicero. Center of the field, Passant and Sophia Snyder go at it. Snyder's pass upfield. Can't reach a West Genesee body. So Cicero, the white jerseys, will take it back. Kicked downfield. Cicero, of course, leading 2-0. 32-15 remaining in this first half. Picked up by Jackson. Jackson for Cicero. Going center from the near side of the field. She hooks a looping shot on net and off the crossbar. It'll head out. They're really pressuring Jenna Orr up top. So Cicero, ball back. Now middle of the field, met by a heavy defensive presence from the midfielders of West Genesee. On the far side of the field, Cicero will send it out of play off the foot of Brianna Dorrance.
Payne, shotgun formation, 3 receivers outright. High snap, drops back, fires downfield, looking high, it's caught at the 10, the 5, marching his way down to the 1, he fumbles as he's down. He's down.
He was called down.
And what a fantastic grab by Brendan Koberger. Koberger had to maneuver around a tactful defensive effort by that cornerback, and he caught it very high and then just dragged him forward until he was finally downed inside the 5 at the 1.
Koberger absolutely getting up there. Tall guy on number 99, but he got up there, reeled that ball in, nearly had the diving opportunity to get the tutty, but didn't quite get enough on it.
Payne tried to fake a rush up the middle and take it outside, but he's dropped for a 2-yard loss going towards center. So 7:05 remains in the second quarter. 13-0 ESM on top. Second and goal from the 3 now. Payne gets the play from the coach and rushes back to the huddle.
And that's what we were just saying. Is JD going to diversify their offensive portfolio? They just did, and they now have their best opportunity to get a score off the throwing game from Marcus Payne and Koberger.
Payne under center, 3 running backs around him, 3 yards to go. Fakes it, and we've got a whistle right away. Flag on the field. This might be marching back a bit.
Yeah, false start.
So they'll get second and goal from the 8 now after a false start on the offense. I didn't quite catch where it happened, but players were pretty sure right away.
Yeah.
There was no contest.
Yeah, JD taking the steps back. So now 2nd and 8. So still in the red zone for the Red Rams, but not quite as comfortable as they may have liked, because now, it's 2nd and goal. There's no opportunity, and obviously they're on the 8-yard line, so there's no opportunity to get a first down here. So you gotta find 8 yards fairly quickly if you're JD, and some laundry in the backfield on the Spartan side.
Flag on the play. We have, looks like, not a false start, but someone on the offense moved a little too close to that line of scrimmage. So 6:06 remaining in the second quarter. Now it'll be 2nd and goal from the 13. This might be getting a little out of hand.
Yeah, it's such a shame because it was such a fantastic play to set up the Red Rams in this position, the catch by Koberger. But now the discipline, just kind of shooting themselves in the foot here.
Payne drops back. He's under pressure. Looks for Koberger. High. Batted away. Key defense on the play for ESM by the safety, Daquan Sullivan Jr. He got burned the last time he was in single coverage with Koberger, and he learned his lesson, stuck with him, and watched for the ball.
Yeah, Sullivan Jr. keeping his hands on Koberger the entire play, but not enough contact to warrant a flag there. Just keeping his receiver close, and made a fantastic play on the ball to swat that out of Koberger's reach.
Payne, 3rd and goal from the 13. Looks to the far side on the left side. No luck. Looking for his receiver. And that was Nasir Williams trying to make the grab, but it fell a little short. Going to that far side. Was right on the goal line. So 4th and goal from the 13. They're bringing out the kicking unit.
Yeah, Nasir Williams nearly got a decent amount of separation from his defender and tried to make that catch kind of on his side. It was kind of like a knee down catch, but not enough there and couldn't reel it in.
Weiss goes up for the kick. It's blocked right away. Taking it back the other way is Combs. Mackay Combs at the 45, the 50. He's on the far side. Payne will try to drag him down. He gets him out of bounds on the opposing 42. Mackay Combs with the block and the recovery takes it back 50 yards. Colin Morrissey behind the net for Skaneateles. Takes it back out now. Center ice pass goes nowhere. Not icing as it hit a Syracuse stick. Now Mahar battling in the corner. Syracuse can't get the puck out on the near side corner. Battle between Carter Corbett and about half the Syracuse defense. Nelson Jones, without using his stick, fires him into the board. The puck is still pent up against the side. Now Syracuse has some momentum going the other way, but that is short-lived. Shot from Jack Weeks, saved by Carter. He dishes it out. Syracuse can't clear the puck. The shot scores! Jacob French, second of the game! 12:56 remaining in the second period. 2-0 Skaneateles. Jacob French capitalized on a major mistake. On Saturday, Syracuse took down UAlbany by an impressive mark of 62-24. Welcome into sports. I'm Jesse Cook. The Irons switched quarterbacks a number of times. Tommy DeVito started the game, but he briefly left after a near injury. Garrett Schrader took more snaps than DeVito, but even he didn't finish the game. Third-string quarterback, redshirt freshman Jacobian Morgan stepped in for the last few snaps, handing the ball to Jarvion Howard. However, the main story yesterday was not the quarterback situation. Sean Tucker gained 253 total yards and almost set a record with 5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns. The record is 6, set by Jim Brown 65 years ago. The Irons play next on Friday night against the undefeated Liberty Flames. And on the pro gridiron, I'm smelling smoked salmon. The Bills skewered the Dolphins 35 to absolutely nothing yesterday. Miami quarterback Tua Tagovailoa left the game early on with a rib injury, so Jacoby Brissett took the task under center. Bad idea. As 3 fumbles plagued the running back core, Brissett tossed a pick of his own. And on the flip side, Josh Allen tossed 2 TDs on the way to an easy shutout win. And you want to talk about easy, here's another AFC East matchup that put the Patriots in the Meadowlands against the Jets. New England running back James White scored the first touchdown, and that was just the beginning. Rookie quarterback Mac Jones kept the momentum going, throwing for 186 yards, his first career win, 25-6 victory. The Jets' Zach Wilson still searches for his first win. He threw 210 yards, but he tossed 4 interceptions. Jets are 0-2, and they'll head to the Broncos next week. Now on the Diamond, yesterday afternoon, the Yankees hosted the Indians for a Sunday matinee. Cleveland's onslaught included a pair of home runs from Jose Ramirez and Roberto Perez. 11-1 is the final. Here's what manager Aaron Boone had to say.
We got to do better than this. That's an awful couple of days out there, and we got to get past it in a hurry. We got to play really good baseball if we're going to even think about being where we want to be.
Yanks starter and Cy Young candidate Garrett Cole allowed the second most earned runs in his career with 7 in just 5 2/3 innings. They've lost 3 of their last 4, and they're falling to 4th place in the AL East. They begin a 3-game set with Texas next, and then a few with the Red Sox and Blue Jays. But Walker and Louise, enough with sports. Let's get back to you.
Welcome back into Orange Press Pass, breaking down Syracuse's 24-21 win over Liberty. Let's see what head coach Dino Babers had to say after the W on his decision to start Garrett Schrader at QB.
You know, I thought Garrett did the things that we asked him to do. There's one thing when you're on this football team and Sean Tucker's running the ball the way he is, you know, our number one job is to find ways to make sure he gets the ball. And I think it's pretty evident that we've got coaches and players and everybody working to try to find ways to make sure he doesn't just disappear in a football game. But I thought that for his first outing, it was good.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to be quarterbacking when you got a guy like Sean Tucker who has over 700 all-purpose yards in the first 4 games of this Syracuse season. Tucker tonight, 186 yards rushing, 2 catches, 27 yards. Jared, what do you make of the running back's performance?
I mean, just outstanding. I feel like Tucker has this expectation now that he needs to be the one that's performing day in, day out. I don't think that's an excuse really I don't think that should be rather an excuse from Dino to say that you can't pass the ball as much, you can't really cycle in some of the receivers, because that's what he's hinting at when he says you got to give the ball to Sean Tucker. I don't think that's an excuse to have him as the leading receiver with 29 yards. Jesse, I mean, regardless, he's amazing though.
Yeah, that's poor receiving numbers for a team to have leading. But Sean Tucker, what else can we say? All aboard the Tucker train. He's the illustrator of Irving Avenue. The man is a bowling ball, and he's a cerebral player. He knows where he's going on the field. We love to say it as much as we can. He's the pride of the I school. He's a smart guy. He knows what to do on the field, and he can maneuver really well. He's a malleable player. Sean Tucker, get him the ball more. That doesn't mean you can't spread it around more often, but Sean Tucker, what can you do? You need to put the ball in his hands.
Well, if I ever need a Sean Tucker nickname, I know the guy to go to. That's Jesse Cook. He came up with 3 of them in just about 30 seconds. So Jesse, is another nickname maybe Sean Tucker number 44? There's a lot of debate on whether Syracuse should rip the jersey off the wall and give it to Sean Tucker. Do you think the guy deserves it? A Syracuse player hasn't worn it since 1998.
Well, I think 1998 is pretty telling of how much Sean Tucker deserves it. Because when you think of 44, you think of Jim Brown, Ernie Davis, and Floyd Little. You think of them passing it to each other. Well, newsflash, they didn't. There were players in between them. As you can see, as you'll see on our full screen going forward, there were players in between Ernie Davis and Floyd Little. 44 has been passed around a lot more than you might think. And it's not exactly retired, it's just out of commission right now. I think 44 absolutely belongs on the front and back of Sean Tucker. He's earned it, and he's gonna earn it over the next couple of years. Sean Tucker, he knows what he's doing. 44, give it to him.
Jesse, I couldn't disagree more, man. This guy was the 4th string running back coming into freshman year. If COVID didn't happen, he wouldn't be there. It's all about the journey, not the destination. This man has built up so much character with the number 34. He characterizes that number. He's ascended to be that number 1 guy, and he's never been trying to emulate Jim Brown or the other 44s. He's uniquely himself from 0 to hero. I believe that he can forge his own path. Doesn't need these expectations, doesn't need to try to be a legendary historic 44. Be number 34. Be Sean Tucker.
Hey, you know, Tom Brady was the 4th. And that's like saying if Drew Bledsoe had never gotten hurt, Tom Brady wouldn't be where he is. Now, I'm not saying Sean Tucker's the greatest of all time, but I'm not saying he's not the greatest of all time. Give it to him.
All right, Jesse, you convinced me, because a lot of Syracuse fans who already have a generic number 44 jersey will find themselves with a free Sean Tucker jersey. So why not? All for free promotion. I like that, Jesse. Get the number 44 on Sean Tucker. But when we come back, we're going to hit a quick break. When we come back, it's the end of the non-conference slate. So you know what that means? The non-Connie Awards. Jesse and Jared will be giving out some big-time awards on the other side. You're not going to want to miss it. OPP, back in a flash.